started talking what felt like about a year before we made the film. I don't know if it was a whole year, but just talking to each other, reading through the script, making sure we're on the same page as far as understanding who this person is. And it was important for me, and I can't remember how evident this was in the initial draft, but it was important for me that he wasn't necessarily convinced in himself being a preacher, that was perhaps something that he'd latched onto as almost as a survival technique, so that when we find him in the story, he has just as much question about Christianity and religion as perhaps some of the people in his church. But that he's on a journey to find himself. I think probably that also plays hand in hand with what Lee was talking about before, about not to make him be the white saviour, so that we bring a man into the story who really is unsure of who he is, and is suddenly forced into a situation that makes him ask questions of himself. And very quickly we see that the authorities in the town aren't really convinced that he's the man for the job either. So I think there's just a natural progression in the story in how he develops as a person. So as far as how to prepare for that, I think it's really just about us all sort of talking with each other and just understanding it slowly. And that's always the best. If I have to do more than that in preparation, then it sort of feels like I've lost some spontaneity. So for me, it's really just in the same way that you read a book and it really affects you and stays with you. If I can read a script and have some discussions about it and I feel that, then I'm ready to go in a way.